Okay. Just a second. Okay, so I'll just start with an introduction of myself. So I'm Shweta. Maybe you can mute everyone else. Someone is unmuted. And the rest of the people, can you please switch on your cameras? I'm not able to see you. Lipakshi, Kanak, Gaurav, Ayushi, Tool, Snitch, Anshul, Tatvansh, Dragonfly. You all have the wonderful names.
Actually, ma'am, these are their team names. There.
Okay, okay, okay. So maybe if they can switch on their cameras, it would be good. But if we want to continue like that, I can. So I'll start with a brief introduction about myself. So I'm Shweta. I'm working with Sienna as a principal engineer. I have almost 18 years of industry experience, and I am MCA pass out from MNIT Allahabad. I was a gold medalist. I had a CGPA 10 in my MCA, and in Sienna, basically, I'm working into the core algorithm development, working on all new technologies. And I really believe in the session which I'm giving. I really have to do, and I really like doing time management because it really helps me. So, any questions on my introduction? If you have
No,
any
ma'am.
question, okay. So I'll just share my screen and you can let me know when it's visible. So are you
Yes,
able
ma'am.
to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, fine. Mm, okay. So basically, just a minute. Don't know. Maybe I'll just present it like this. Are you able to see the slides? You are able to, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, fine. So I created these slides and I have a 12-year-old daughter. She's in grade 7. With the images, she helped me in adding those images because I'm not very good at creating presentations, especially these kind of. I'm good at creating official presentations, but this is something new for me also. So please excuse me in case if you find some content or if you think that I'm not presenting very well, but I'll try to do my best. Okay, so let's start with why time management matters. So I've added few bullets which will give us the keys onto why we think time management matters. So first of all, time is very precious. We must have heard everyone saying time is very precious. But why is it so precious? There are many other things precious than time, right? We have money. Money, what we say, time is money. So actually, time is precious because once the time is gone, it'll not come back. And also, then that's why we need to manage it well. So when managing it well, it helps us to do better in school. It helps us reducing stress. It helps us to have time left for fun. It helps us in getting better grades. Again, less stress and cramming. More times for friends, hobbies, relaxation. So I will be going on these points in my next few slides. Someone, can you please mute all of you? Okay. Now, one of the common distractions in which most of us waste time, I've tried to list them down here. So we need to first find out how do we waste time, and then we can take it as a step to manage it better, right? So first one is maybe I think everyone's favorite, social media scrolling. So what we do is we open Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media we are on, we hook on to it, we keep scrolling. With one finger, we keep scrolling the content and we spend hours sometimes. Second is, how do we waste time? Suppose we have to do a work, we procrastinate, we put it off, we say let's do it later. Or if someone wants to do too many things, what we do is we take up too much of tasks at one time and we end up doing none. So again, on these, maybe I'll uh, try to focus more on in the next few slides. So here are a few ways which we can uh, maybe better manage time. So I would say setting easy goals. So when we say goal is we want to set a goal that I want to do. Suppose if you want to study a chapter, or if you want to make a program, if you want to run a program. Suppose you are learning Python, you want to learn a particular module. So you should have your goals clear and easy to follow. When we say clear and easy to follow, so I can give you an example. Suppose in Python, you want to learn about loops. Although my example might be very low level, but just to make you understand. But what is your goal? I want to learn Python. So now Python might have many things, right? So it's a very big goal. So divide that goal into smaller goals. Like make your goal clear and easy to follow. Then measurable. So uh, we have to divide and spare time and divide our time like that. Like for example, decide that I'll study Python for next 30 minutes today and maybe 30 minutes for this week. I'll do it that way. Then relevance. How important is what am I studying? Suppose I pick up Python, but in my exam maybe Java is coming. Then why am I doing Python right now? I should work based on relevance. Specific, again, so specific means I think I already covered it in the make your goals clear and easy. So you should be specific what you want to do. Achievable, again, we should not take up targets which are very big and which we think we will not be able to achieve. I'll tell you the reasons for that. I have tried to cover them, but achievable is important because when you achieve something, it gives you a sense of satisfaction and you become happy, right? So if you are not able to achieve it, it will demotivate you. Then time bound means you have to do it. Maybe you do it today, you do it like that. Okay, next is you need to have a you need to prioritize your tasks, right? You need to figure out what is important and what can wait. So how we can do is we can figure out what are the urgent and important tasks first, like homework with deadlines, and then we can focus on long term projects after that, and avoid distractions. Okay, so we need to make a priority list on how we want to work. Then next part is, yeah, any question? Okay. So the next part is planning your week. So whenever you want to do something, maybe we should have a plan created properly. For suppose I we want to plan my week. So make a simple weekly plan to keep track of everything. Set study times, breaks, and we should also include some free time where we can have fun, we can rest. This is beating procrastination. Procrastination is when we try to maybe we try to skip anything. We try to say kal kar lenge. We'll do it tomorrow. So we need to stop putting things off with easy tricks. So for doing that, first of all, we need to break the big task into smaller ones, right? That is very important. And then start with, suppose if you are starting today, let's start with the 5 minutes or 10 minutes of study. And we need to put away our distractions. Like the biggest distraction in these times is phone. So we try to put away our phone and try to do focus on that task, right? Now, why breaks are important? I have mentioned multiple times that take a break. Why do you think break is important? Any one of you? Anyone would like to say? No? So breaks are why, what according to me, why breaks are important are that it helps. The breaks help you to be recharged. They help us to be stay focused. And the break should not be that if we are taking a break, then the break is going on. We should have defined breaks, short breaks after studying, which keep us fresh. And also, generally, in a break, I would not say that a break means checking your phone. A break doesn't mean that you're doing Facebook, you are watching YouTube. A break means you're stretching, you're walking around, you're actually relaxing. Maybe you're interacting with the nature. You're going for for maybe cycling. I don't know. Means whatever physical activity you like, or it's just walking around, maybe doing some task is also a break. Building good habits. So, in order to do better time management, we need to build good habits, right? We need to make small changes in how we live, how what's our lifestyle is, and based on that, we need to make changes. So, like as I said earlier, start small, like studying for 15 minutes a day, and then celebrate your progress to stay motivated. As I said earlier, that you take a small task, if you achieve it, you feel happy about it and you celebrate about it. Celebrating means you're not throwing a party for it, but you're just celebrating. You're feeling happy and proud about it, and you are focusing on how to move next. Okay. So this is what I had in my presentation, and I know I did it very quickly, but I've reached to this point to the questions. People are still joining in, Akhilesh. I don't know, but that's the way we I manage my time, and I could not prepare much slides, but let's make it interactive, and maybe I'll should I take names of students, and are you ready to respond if I ask something? I
You
have a
can.
question. Is my voice audible? Sure. Yeah, Sambhav, your voice is audible.
Now, ma'am, what happens is we build a routine, and 2 to 3 days the routine goes perfectly well. But down the line, as the goes by, the time management shift again brings back to the normal stuff we had in the past,
Hmm.
like long breaks and the things. So, I mean to say that, like after this lecture, uh, 2 to 3 days will go very bright and very good. But down the line, again, we'll shift back to the path, like bad routines and long breaks and
Yeah, that is true. So you'll have to be self-motivated. You'll have to. So first of all, you'll have to see that when it means I would you mind asking what are you in which course you are in right
yeah,
now?
yeah.
In
Ma'am,
which?
I have just recently graduated from BCA, DIPS, Vivekananda College.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So right now, what are you targeting next? Are you preparing for your next entrance, or what are you doing?
Like I'm engaged in a like part-time internship and as well as pursuing my own startup.
Okay, okay.
So yeah.
So in terms of that, Sambhav, I would like to say that like you're saying you get deviated. So you'll have to keep reminding yourself. And again, you have to since I said a weekly planner, so that plan should only last it should be a short plan which you achieve and you feel happy about it, and then you again create a new plan. So that again, creating a new plans lead needs self motivation because it's not all about time management. It's also about motivation. So you have to be self motivated. If there is someone in your family or any friend who is helping you in that, that is well and good. But generally, when we come into corporate world and we start working, we have many other responsibilities also. So it's very important to be self motivated, right? So you have and you have and we ourselves know about ourselves, right, that we are deviating. So when we get to know that we have started deviating, then we need to stop and we need to restart. So that is, I think, that should be done.
Sure, sure. Thanks.
Okay, welcome. Anyone else? There was one person with a camera
Ma'am,
on, and I. Okay, hi. Your name is
ma'am,
Buildin?
hello, ma'am.
Hi.
नो, माय नेम इज आदित्य, एक्चुअली मैं बिल्ड इन मेरे
Okay.
स्टार्टअप का नाम है।
Okay.
मैम एक्चुअली
Hi.
मैं इस
Hi,
पॉइंट
Aditya.
पे कुछ कहना चाहूंगा। हेलो मैम। बेसिकली जो संभव भैया ने जो भी बोला है कि मतलब हम मोटिवेटेड नहीं रह पाते या कोई काम नहीं कर
हाँ
पाते, इसका मेन रीजन क्या है? तो
हाँ
कहीं ना कहीं मैंने मैम जब मैं 11 12 में था, मतलब आई हैव क्रैक्ड जेई, तो वहां से मेरे को कहीं ना कहीं इस चीज का आइडिया बना है कि स्टे मोटिवेटेड कैसे रह सकते हैं हम लोग। क्योंकि
हाँ हाँ।
एक्चुअली में कोई बंदा, अगर अगर कोई बंदा काम करना चाह रहा है, वो काम कर रहा है और वो डेबिट हो रहा है, इसका मतलब उसका एक्चुअली में प्रॉपर टाइम टेबल नहीं बन रखा। मेरे को पता है आज से 6 महीने बाद इस डेट पे मैं क्या कर रहा हूँगा। अगर मैं इस चीज़ का क्लियर हूँ, तो मेरे को मैं डेबिट कभी हो ही नहीं सकता। सो
नहीं
ये
नहीं, छह
पॉइंट ऑफ
महीने बाद
क्लियरेंस
किसी
अगर
को
है
नहीं
मेरे
पता
पास।
होता है। 6 महीने किसी
मैम
को नहीं
लिटरली
पता होता
मैम
है।
आज से मैं बता रहा हूँ, मैं बता रहा हूँ मैम, आज से क्या कहते हैं 8 महीने पहले मैंने डिसाइड किया था कि मैं स्टार्टअप लॉन्च करूँगा, मैं इंटर्न में नहीं बैठूँगा। आई हैव मतलब मेरे को पता था कि 8 टू 9 मंथ आफ्टर इंटर्न जब तक आएगी तब तक मेरा काम चलेगा एंड उसके बाद मैं मेरा ये स्टार्टअप बन जाएगा। तो मेरे को पता
हम्म।
था कि किस महीने में क्या करना है, किस स्लॉट में क्या करना है, और आज मेरे स्टार्टअप ऑलमोस्ट बनने के कगार पे। तो वही मतलब अगर हमें टाइम स्लॉट्स के बारे में एक्चुअल पता हो ना, और सबसे बड़ी चीज़ क्या है, सीडो टाइम। मैम सीडो टाइम बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होता है। हमें पता नहीं होता कि हम एक्चुअल जो टाइम इनपुट दे रहे हैं वो मतलब हमने देख लिया कि हमारे 9 महीने जा रहे हैं। बट 9 महीने में एक्चुअली में तुमने कितना टाइम दिया वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है,
हम्म।
क्योंकि कभी क्लासेस होती हैं,
हाँ
कभी ये
हाँ।
होता है।
राइट
एक्चुअली में रियल
राइट।
टाइम कैलकुलेशन होना चाहिए, तो फिर कभी
रियल
डिबेट नहीं
प्लानिंग
होगी।
होनी चाहिए, रियल टाइम मतलब
रियल
आपको जो
प्लानिंग
भी
होनी चाहिए।
प्लानिंग करनी है वो बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट नहीं करनी है। एक तो अगर आप
स्ट्रिक्ट
बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रिक्ट कर
नहीं, हाँ।
प्लानिंग करोगे ये सोच के कि आप बहुत कुछ कर लोगे तो वो नहीं हो पाएगा, एंड देन यू विल बी डीमोटिवेटेड कि मेरा तो कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा है। सबके अंदर ये फीलिंग आती है, राइट? सो आप बहुत सही के आपका नाम आप फिर से बोलेंगे?
मैम आदित्य आदित्य तिवारी।
आदित्य। आदित्य, सो हाँ, आपने बहुत बहुत सही बात बोली। आपका जो 6 महीने का टारगेट है दैट इज करेक्ट, बट दैट शुड बी अ लॉन्ग टर्म टारगेट। जैसे कि आपका सही था कि आपको स्टार्टअप करना है, राइट? बट अगर जैसे अगर मैं कुछ ऐसा टारगेट बना लूं कि स्टार्टअप में मुझे ये करना है आफ्टर 6 मंथ्स, वो बहुत टाइट हो जाएगा। हमें टारगेट्स लॉन्ग टर्म भी बनाने हैं, शॉर्ट टर्म भी बनाने हैं। लॉन्ग टर्म में जैसे अगर आपको पता है मुझे ये करना है, सपोज कोई भी हैबिट है वो, अगर आपको कोई भी हैबिट भी बिल्ड करनी है तो हैबिट बिल्ड करने के लिए भी वी नीड टू स्टार्ट बाय वेरी स्मॉल स्मॉल बेबी स्टेप्स, एंड देन वी नीड टू मूव टुवर्ड्स द मेन गोल, है ना? तो वही होता है। तो वो दैट इज करेक्ट जो भी आपने बोला। एंड पीयूष, आपने शायद कैमरा ऑफ कर दिया है, राइट? अच्छा, आर्यन
Yes,
Yes,
आपने
yes,
हैंड
ma'am.
ma'am.
रेज किया हुआ है। अच्छा।
Right, ma'am. So, hi, ma'am. Arun Tiwari this
हाय।
side. So,
हाय
one
आर्यन।
very important thing I would like to point out, like, as Aditya, I guess, right? Aditya just said ki
हम्म
we should plan beforehand, right? So, frankly, this life is quite uncertain, especially if we talk about an entrepreneur's life, especially someone like us who haven't been at that level yet, but are trying to
हम्म
make something, right?
हम्म
So if we plan ahead and if we think, yeah, this is something I have to do at any cost in 6 months, so frankly, because of the uncertainties that could happen within these 6 months, there's a fair chance that that might lead to, a depression in some cases and etc. So the
हम्म
important thing here is to like have a good goal, like, and as you said, an extended goal. Ki this is something that I want to do. But if you put a
हम्म
certain timeline, like at any cost, is time tak I have to do this, that might lead to various other problems as well. So it's
Yeah,
always
that
better to
any
think
cost
short
which
term.
you're saying, yes, any cost should not be there. It should be, we should be
Right.
very
Right.
flexible first of all. And the level
Yes.
of flexibility is कि इतना भी flexible नहीं हो जाओ कि गोली भूल जाओ। फ्लेक्सिबल उतना
Right.
रहना चाहिए कि सपोज अगर नहीं हो पाता है तो स्टिल वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स इट। एंड ऐसा भी हो सकता है जो आपने गोल लेके चले हैं आप, वो आपको कुछ डाउन द लाइन 3 4 मंथ्स के बाद पता लगता है कि नहीं मुझे तो ये करना ही नहीं था। दैट इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबल। So we should be flexible in our mind कि I am changing and I am adapting to whatever is happening to me, but I am still focused. So yes, remaining focus is important, and you're right that depression and all is can be a part if you take too tight goals, or if you say कि मुझे तो बिल्कुल इससे नहीं होना है। And even if you take tight goals, it is okay. Sometimes I personally take very tight goals for myself, but I really work hard for it. But yes, I take in mind ki circumstances, and there are few things which are out of my control. If that happens, then I cannot do anything. I'll have to shift my focus, right? आप कुछ कहना
Right.
चाह रहे हैं, राइट? हाँ
यस मैं
हाँ
ये कहना चाह रहा था, मेरा जो मेन कैची पॉइंट था वो था डोंट कैलकुलेट सीडो टाइम कैलकुलेशन। जो बंदों एक्चुअली हम ये लेके चलते हैं कि हम हमारा 8 महीने का टारगेट है, बट एक्चुअली में हम 8 महीने में इनपुट दे रहे हैं 4 महीने का ही, तो वो थोड़ा दिक्कत हो जाती है। तो एक्चुअली बंदों को एक्चुअल टाइम पता होना चाहिए कि मैं इतने टाइम दूंगा। मैं ये मान रहा हूँ कि तो आपने अगर 9 मंथ का टारगेट लिया, वो 10 12 13 मंथ एक्सटेंड करेगा, बट लेकिन जो सीरो टाइम कैलकुलेशन है, बहुत बंदे सीरो टाइम कैलकुलेट करते हैं। पता चलता है कि आज क्लास है, 8 घंटे तो हमारे क्लास में चले गए, तुमने अपने ऊपर क्या इनपुट दिया उस स्टार्टअप्स के ऊपर। वो टाइम कैलकुलेशन अगर एक्चुअल पता हो तो वो डेबिट कभी नहीं होगा। मेरा कहने का ये मतलब था।
तो ये आप जैसे स्टार्टअप की बात करें तो व्हाट आर यू वर्किंग ऑन? आप लोग क्या मतलब जैसे आप लोग का अलग अलग सबके स्टार्टअप्स हैं, क्योंकि मुझे इतना आप लोगों के बारे में अभी पता नहीं है। तो आप जैसे क्या कर रहे हो?
यस मैम।
लाइक आर्यन, व्हाट आर यू डूइंग?
Right, ma'am. So actually, ma'am, I am trying to build a health manufacturing company, wherein the
हम्म।
name of the company is Parihar India, and we would
ओके।
be supplying various products,
हम्म
particularly targeting female health. Because if we talk about public restrooms in India, they
हम्म
are of they are of a quite a worsened condition. So
हम्म।
trying to target that leads to various health problems in females as well. So to avoid that, we would be manufacturing products, and that's
ओके।
why the uncertainty point that I was bringing on, because my work is dependent on a lot of people's outcomes as well, right?
यस
I can
यस
manage
यस।
a lot of things. I can manage ki I will be putting in all my efforts, but there are points wherein you are just sitting and you have to wait for someone else's output, right? You are dependent on that person because unless he provides you the supplies or the materials, you cannot move ahead. So that's why it's
हम्म।
always good to take some buffer time with yourself.
Okay, and Aryan, what are your qualifications? So, like, what have you done in terms of education?
Right. So just recently, ma'am, I graduated from my BTech in July
Okay,
itself. I did my
okay.
BTech in electronics from IP University, and since then I have actually been working at a company called Scalar Academy,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be it.
Okay, okay, that's great. Okay, so you all so you all are into startups, or सभी एटलीस्ट सभी लोग स्टार्टअप्स में
यस
है?
मैम वी आर, यस मैम
Right,
वी
ma'am.
आर
Yes,
ऑल
ma'am.
फ्रॉम
Everyone here is a
Okay.
founder or a member of some startup.
So that's really inspiring because I have never been a founder of any startup. So, so it's really inspiring because in these days, even as I have so much of experience, even sometimes I feel we should do something, but means that taking that step at your level, I think you have less risk. We have more associated risk with that. So it's good you guys are doing that. Really motivating.
I also
Okay.
have a doubt.
Yeah, Piyush.
So my doubt is as a founder, like the as you talked that after time अगर आपने start करें this is a bigger risk. So
Mm-hmm.
like but there is also a pro that like you have money and experience. Okay, and we don't have that. So like experience can be managed through mentors, but like money is a factor. So like and see like as so the founders think that first majorly we हम लोग try करते हैं कि bootstrap right. बिकॉज़
Mm-hmm.
वो हमें ज़्यादा फ्रीडम देता है हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स के साथ, हमारी आइडियोलॉजी के साथ।
Mm-hmm.
बट बूटस्ट्रैप करने के लिए वी हैव टू डू जॉब्स लाइक एंड ऑल्सो अगर हम लोग जाते हैं लाइक बेसिकली क्या होता है कि लाइक या तो हमारा कभी एकेडमिक्स खराब हो जाता है बिकॉज़ हम इसमें ज़्यादा इन्वॉल्व रहते हैं। सो
Mm-hmm.
एंड समटाइम्स लाइक मैंने कुछ इंटरव्यूज़ दिए हैं लाइक पीपल ऑलवेज़ से दैट कि भई लाइक यू आर अ फाउंडर सो लाइक समडे यू विल लीव। सो
अच्छा।
समटाइम्स जॉब्स भी प्रेफर नहीं करते सो अब फिर ना थोड़ा बहुत फ्रीलांस टाइप करना पड़ता है बट उसमें क्या होता है उसमें टाइम बहुत कंज्यूम होता है
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
तो लाइक हाउ टू मैनेज these situations like according to like in the perspective of time management because ये बहुत like I think ये चीज almost सारी फेस करते ही होंगे।
नहीं
नहीं
लाइक
तो
जैसे
आप
आपने बोला।
जैसे आपका जो आपने अपना प्रोफाइल बनाया, सॉरी बस एक मिनट, आपने जैसे अपना प्रोफाइल आपका क्या स्टार्टअप है, थोड़ा सा अपना बैकग्राउंड दो तब शायद मैं आपको आंसर बेटर कर पाऊंगी।
See, actually, my startup name is Tool Switch.
So what we
Mm-hmm.
do is that, like for example, if your phone is not working or your laptop is not working, so
Mm-hmm.
either you will go to a local repair shop or you will go to some service centers. Okay. So अगर आप सर्विस सेंटर्स देखोगे तो बहुत कम है,
Right.
लाइक बहुत बहुत ज्यादा कम है. So
Mm.
what we can do is कि and also like अगर as a human you are a human being so you cannot remember कि कहाँ पे कितनी shops हैं. So इसका एक अल्टरनेटिव है गूगल मैप्स. बट गूगल मैप से भी हमें रियल चीजें पता नहीं चलती.
Mm.
मतलब लाइक वो शॉप एग्जिस्ट करती थी, लाइक काफी बार होता है कि आप शॉप पे जाते हो पता चलता है एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करता, बट वो गूगल मैप से अब तक रजिस्टर्ड है.
Mm-hmm.
सो एंड इस इन चीजों के लिए भी प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है. सो बिल्डिंग दैट प्लेटफॉर्म कि लाइक अगर आपका फोन खराब होता है तो आप हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म पे आओ, आप वहाँ पे अपनी रिक्वेस्ट डालो, देन हम
Okay,
आपको
okay, okay.
आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से बेटर शॉप देंगे आपके एरिया में.
Okay, okay. तो आप बस शॉप का बता रहे हो या फिर यू आर आल्सो गिविंग द सर्विस?
Yeah, see, for the phase one, we are only telling about the shop, but after phase two, we
Okay.
will also repair, and that repairing will be on at your doorstep.
Okay, fine, fine. So आप जो अपना जैसे बता रहे हो regarding money, so I would tell you like as we, yeah, hello. Yeah, you are audible, but please just wait. Let your turn come. So, as you talked about money, so that you are true. That's true. That if we talk about our experience, we have some reserves with us. But you know, when we have that reserve, we'll have loans also, right? We'll have commitments. As you grow, you'll have a home, you'll have a child, you'll have some loans, you'll have some responsibilities, right? So, in terms of that, I was saying that you guys don't have that. You must have less. Means even if you have any responsibility, it must be less compared to that. And but yes, whatever. Um, there's a lot of disturbance. Yeah, please unmute yours. Please mute yourself if you are in a. So that is true. I agree to your point, Piyush. But when you talk about managing time and if you talk about interviews, so yes, companies know if you are already having a startup, then if you are having an alternate job, they'll prefer a person who'll be able to do their job dedicatedly. So means when you talk about your startup in the interviews, do you talk about that to impress the interviewers that you are doing that as a skill, or means I was just asking why means when you're giving an interview, why do you mention about the startup?
No, actually, I never, no, I never mentioned about my startup in the interview. But like, I had experience in my college startups, like startups with my seniors. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay, whenever the interview ends, everybody says that like you are not a person who will stay at this stage, but you will be happy with this. So
Mm-hmm.
someday you will leave. So that's why it happens.
Yeah, but in case, see, you are just trying it as a alternate plan, right? You are, and if you are also giving interviews, so you are when you are giving an interview, so if you are selected, so your startup will not means when I think you will make sure that whatever work you're doing for your startup will not interrupt the work you are doing at the company you are selected for, right?
Yeah,
So
sure, sure. Yeah.
either you don't mention them about your startup, because anyways any employer will not want a person who is and if you're not mentioning, you'll also have to give that dedication to that job, whatever job you're taking. And in terms of time management, again, you are taking up two tasks which require a lot of time. So don't target both of them, I would say. I think if you are going for a startup, and then please focus on that. And maybe if you think that you're not progressing well in this, or you don't want to continue, then later you can go for a job interview. Why are you targeting putting your legs in two boats?
Actually, I had stopped it. Like, I'm not giving any interviews now. It was around 3 months before. 3 months before Sinead.
Yeah. So we should not do that. It's actually, if we try to do a lot, I had that point in my presentation. So we should not put so much on our plate that we are not able to take it or balance it. It will put a mental pressure on you, nothing else. Nobody else will be worried about it other than you, because if you are also hiding about your startup and you are taking up a job requires at least 8 hours, 8 to 9 hours, right? Daily. So if you are giving that time, then and if you are ready to spend the after hours on your startup, then it's well and good. So again, it's on you. And but if you think that my 8 and 9 hours after that I'm completely burnt out, अब तो मुझे स्टार्टअप का भी करना है, मैं कैसे करूं, मेरे पास तो बहुत काम हो गया, मैं क्या करूं, तो अगेन आपने खुद डिसाइड किया, राइट? तो इसलिए अच्छा आप उसको कम करो. I would say break it down, do it one at a time. If you want to do a job, you first focus on your startup, and maybe if you are successful, then you'll not need a job also, right? Okay, there was one person. Okay, he has left, I think. Gaurav.
Gaurav
Anyone
Nandi
else?
left, I think.
Yeah. Anyone else? Who you want to discuss anything else?
Yes, Shivansh.
Hi
Shivansh.
ma'am.
Yeah,
Hi
hi
sir.
Shivansh. Hi.
मैम एक्चुअली आई वांटेड टू नो लाइक जैसे यूजुअली हम जब थोड़ा स्टार्टअप्स वगैरह के बारे में जैसे हम लोग बीइंग स्टूडेंट्स अभी जब हम एंटर कर रहे होते हैं सो हम ये
Hmm.
सोचते हैं कि व्हाट इज द राइट पॉइंट टू एंटर द मार्केट या कि बिकॉज एक फियर या काइंड ऑफ होता है कि हम लेट ना हो जाए कि और कोई ऐसा प्रोडक्ट निकाल दे तो उस
Hmm.
कंपटीशन के चक्कर में भी ऑफन थिंक कि भाई हमें जल्दी करना है सो
Hmm.
उस सारी चीज़ों को मैनेज करना लाइक कैसे थोड़ा हमें करना चाहिए एक्चुअली में
नहीं तो वो आप लोग क्या मतलब, वो वेन यू आप ठीक है, वो बात तो ठीक है, पर आप शिवांश आप ऐसे तो अगर आप साइंटिस्ट के बारे में सोचो तो उनको तो नींद ही नहीं आनी चाहिए फिर.
मैम बट
क्योंकि
फिर
देखिए आप
एक
कोई ना कोई
डुअल
कुछ ना
थिंकिंग आ
कुछ
जाती है जैसे
हाँ.
लाइक वी ऑफन थिंक कि हमें जल्दी भी लॉन्च करना चाहिए फिर हम सोचते हैं नहीं हम थोड़ा अच्छा से डेवलप करते हैं फिर हम लेकर आते हैं तो जब तक वो थिंकिंग चलती रहती है प्रोडक्ट बनता नहीं है एंड थिंकिंग में ही हमारा सारा खत्म हो जाता है स्टार्टअप तो इस चीज को थोड़ा
अच्छा,
टैकल कैसे करना
नहीं तो
चाहिए
आपने ऐसा कोई एक्सपीरियंस हुआ है आपके साथ, या
मैम
आप
रोज ही
किसी के
होता है वैसे तो
अच्छा. रोज ही होता है, तो आप थोड़ा सा एग्जांपल दोगे कैसे हुआ है आपके साथ
लाइक
ऐसा?
मैं अगर अज्यूम करूँ मोस्ट ऑफ देम जो भी साथ है हमारे अगर वो
हाँ.
कुछ डेवलप कर रहे होंगे तो उनको भी ये थोड़ा बहुत तो फीलिंग आती होगी रोज की हमें कब लॉन्च करना है या हमें कब तक रेडी रखना है फिर रोज फिर
हाँ.
वही भी सोचते हैं कि नहीं हम इतने लेवल तक बनाएंगे फिर लॉन्च करेंगे तो मोस्ट ऑफ
हाँ.
उनको भी ये फीलिंग आती होगी तो इट इज वेरी जेनरिक
नहीं तो
बट
अगर
या इट
ऐसा
इज
कुछ है तो क्या आप लोगों को, जैसे देखिए अब ये वाला तो मेरा से थोड़ा सा जो टॉपिक है डेविएटेड क्वेश्चन है, बट डू यू हैव एनी मेंटर्स फॉर यू पीपल, दिस यू आर डूइंग इट
यस
ऑन
यस
योर
वी
ओन,
हैव
या यू हैव
नो वी
मेंटर्स,
हैव
राइट?
Ma'am,
सो
actually, ma'am, sorry to interrupt you. I'll give you a short brief about these guys.
या.
These guys are part of our cohort, which is funded by the Sienna, and they are
ओके ओके ओके.
currently all of them are in prototype track. So they are
अच्छा.
already having mentoring sessions and the workshops which they want to prefer. And this workshop is for these people only so that they can manage their times accordingly as
ओके ओके ओके.
academics and for their startups.
ओके ओके, बिकॉज आई डिड नॉट नो द मच अबाउट इट. अभिषेक, अखिलेश, आपको मैंने भेजा था, आपने मुझे रिप्लाई नहीं किया कि इन लोग के बारे में थोड़ा सा
Us.
बता दो. तो ये जो शिवांश आपका क्वेश्चन है ना, दैट इज आउट ऑफ सिलेबस फॉर मी, बिकॉज because it is not really about time, it's not about time management, it's about when to do, right? So when to do में I think someone who is more experienced in this genre like startups would guide you better. That's what I would say. But I could help you in any other query if you have.
ओके मैम
Ma'am, like
Okay, so
you yourself are engaged in a full-time job, so like it would
yeah.
be really helpful if you could give insight like how you manage your time after giving full time in a day at a job and then.
So actually, means see, full-time job and we are also work from home. So work from home is something like which has no boundaries, right? And this came in with COVID. So nobody knew how to do work from home till then. Very few of us were doing work from home. So I would tell you, yes, that is a good example. So when we started this culture of work from home, what happened with all of us is we thought that all of us are available all of the time, right? So some people started early, some people started late and ended up late, right? We had lost the boundaries because when you come to office, you can see that that person is available, and when he is leaving, you know that he has gone. We still can have calls. We do have calls with Canada people, but that is okay that we attend the calls. But the work part we used to do in the office itself. So now when work from home started, it's like everything is mixed. Now I don't know when are you logging in. Suppose you are logging in at 9 a.m. and I am logging in at 10 a.m. Right? So my work is going on till 7 p.m. and your work is you are saying I'll have to log out at 6 p.m. Now I start calling you after 6 p.m. that Sambhav, I want to discuss with you. You'll think, okay, now she's calling. How should I say no? Okay, let's means I'll attend the call. So this was happening when we moved into this mode, but later we started defining those boundaries. We started using our calendar and Outlook to mark our out of office that what are the working hours. It's not very rigid that we mark it only for 8 hours because at our experience we need to do some calls. We need to extend even over 8 hours when time needs. But yes, we have to if you want to do a particular the time management properly is you have to follow a schedule. Like you have to wake up at a particular time, you have to finish your household chores by that time, and you have to sit like you sit for the office work. It's not like कि चलो मैं तो घर पे ही हूँ, मैं घर के काम भी साथ साथ होते रहेंगे. That if you do that, so either ना वो होगा ना आपका ऑफिस का वर्क होगा. So in order to do the time management, first of all you'll have to follow the schedule. You'll have to do everything on time so that nothing slips. And if suppose some days your office is very hectic, yeah, sometimes it happens that you are not able to do something in the evening. Suppose you have a call, but that you can balance out. You need to do that balancing on your own. That you take out, suppose you miss something doing in that evening, you take it up the next day in the morning for some time. That we do, means that flexibility we have to do. But yes, very important is to start your day with a particular routine. A routine is very important.
Thank you so much, Sanghi.
Okay. Anything else anyone wants to discuss? Okay, Akhilesh. So should we end the session?
Yes, ma'am, we can. Guys, if last chance, if you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, then you can mail me. I'll send it to Shweta. And yes,
Yeah.
मैम मैं पहले थोड़ा सा अपने स्टार्टअप्स के बारे में बताऊंगा, उसके बाद शायद मैं क्वेश्चन पूछ पाऊँ तो ज़्यादा रिलेटेबल होगा।
Uh-huh.
जैसे मेरा जो स्टार्टअप है बेसिकली कहीं न कहीं अर्बन कंपनी की तरह है। जैसे कि हम लोग क्या करते हैं, लोकल वर्कर्स को, पेंटर, प्लम्बर्स, मार्केटर्स, कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स को, इनको ऑनबोर्डेड
Mm-hmm.
करते हैं। इंजीनियर्स, आर्किटेक्ट, इंजीनियर एंड इंटीरियर डिजाइनर्स को ऑनबोर्ड करते हैं अपने प्लेटफॉर्म पे। हमारा वेबसाइट रेडी है और डाटाज़ ऑलमोस्ट 500 टू 550 डाटाज़ हमारे पास हैं अभी करंटली, यूजर काउंट बताऊँ तो। लेकिन यहाँ पे सबसे बड़ी दिक्कत क्या होती है, हमने जब इनिशियली इसे स्टार्ट किया था, हमें लगा था कि कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को रीच करना ना थोड़ा टफ होगा, क्योंकि वो ऑफ कोर्स
Mm-hmm.
वो लोग कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स हैं। लेकिन हमारा थोड़ा-सा ये गलत निकला, हमें कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स को रीच करना आसान ही पड़ता है रेदर देन हम एक इलेक्ट्रीशियन को रीच करते हैं, क्योंकि हमें नहीं पता इलेक्ट्रीशियन कहाँ रहता है, पेंटर कहाँ रहता है, प्लम्बर, बट हमें पता है कॉन्ट्रैक्टर का एक ऑफिस है, हम ऑफिस में जाएँगे, बात करेंगे, रीच करेंगे एंड देन उनका डाटा ले लेंगे।
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
तो इस प्रॉब्लम को कैसे रिज़ॉल्व करें, हम इन वर्कर्स का डाटाज़ कैसे उठाएँ, वो मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा। मतलब हम ले रहे हैं, लेकिन बहुत टफ पड़ रहा है हमें इस डाटाज़ को लेने के लिए। कहीं इससे रिलेटेड कुछ क्वेश्चन?
नहीं तो आपको आप अच्छा आपको ये नहीं पता चल पा रहा है कि हाउ टू रीच, जैसे आपको पर्टिकुलर स्किल का कोई पर्सन चाहिए तो आप कैसे रीच आउट करो?
नहीं स्किल नहीं,
Okay.
स्किल नहीं, नहीं बेसिक हाँ स्किल्स, हाँ बेसिकली कोई भी वर्कर्स हैं तो हम लोग
हाँ,
कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स को रीच करना इजी है, उनके हमें आईडी ऑफिस सब मिल जाती है, बट हमें
नहीं तो
पेंटर्स
आप
वर्कर्स इन
जो
सब का ये लोग घर
कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स
घर
बोल
होते
रहे
हैं।
हो उन्हीं के पास भी कॉन्टैक्ट्स होते हैं एक्चुअली, जो आर्किटेक्ट्स होते हैं,
हाँ
कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स होते हैं। दे हैव देयर ओन टीम, राइट? टीम मतलब उनकी नहीं, पर उनके पास कॉन्टैक्ट्स भी होते हैं। सो आई थिंक आप उन्हीं के थ्रू रीच आउट कर सकते हो, इफ यू
हाँ
इफ यू
उनके थ्रू
आस्क
मैं
देम।
मान रहा हूँ, बट उनके उनके थ्रू रीच आउट करना थोड़ा टफ पड़ रहा है, बिकॉज क्योंकि वो फिर इंडिपेंडेंट हो जा रहे हैं एक तरीके से, वर्कर्स हम डायरेक्टली ऑनबोर्ड कर रहे हैं, सिंगल वर्कर्स। अब मान लो घर में पेंट
अच्छा
करवाना है तो वो
अच्छा।
कॉन्ट्रैक्टर के पास नहीं आएगा, सीधा सीधा वर्कर को हायर करेगा, वो कॉन्ट्रैक्टर के पास क्यों जाएगा? तो वहां से री इन्फॉर्मेशन थोड़ा सा निकालने में टफ पड़ रहा है हमें उस चीज को।
ओके ओके। तो उसका तो पता नहीं, आई डोंट नो। आई कैन नॉट
इसलिए मेरे
हेल्प,
को एक
सॉरी।
ऑनलाइन मीट मिल जाना है। हाँ वही,
ओके
इसको देखना है। थैंक यू मैम।
ओके
Uh,
ओके। So
yeah,
I think
so
we had a good session, and I can share
yes,
the slides with you if you all guys want. I don't know, but आप
yes,
recording
ma'am.
मेरे साथ भी
Yes,
share करना, अखिलेश।
sure, Shweta. You can share the PPT with me. I'll share forward it to the students.
Okay, and
And
it was really nice talking to all of you.
thank you,
Same
Shweta,
here.
for joining us and delivering the like concept of time management and how to manage time with academics and pursuing the startup journey.
Okay,
And I
okay,
hope we'll see you again on 13th with a new topic,
yeah,
emotional intelligence. So hope you guys will join again. I have shared a feedback form link, so please feel free to provide the feedback regarding the workshop. We'll try to enhance things for you guys.
yeah, and please share the feedback with me, Akhilesh. I'll try to incorporate it in the next workshop if there is any feedback for me. Okay,
Definitely, Shraddha.
thank you.
I'll definitely share it with you. Thank you so much,
Okay,
Shraddha, for joining us. Thank you
thank
so
you,
much, guys.
Thank you, ma'am.
thank
Thank you,
you.
guys. Bye
Okay,
bye.
Thank
bye.
you. Thank you, everyone.
थैंक यू मैम।
बिल्डन आर्यन नाम है ना तुम्हारा? आदित्य।
आदित्य, यस सर।
हाय, तुम्हारा जो क्वेश्चन था, यू कैन आस्क द मेंटर्स सिद्धार्थ, रजनीश, कौशिक सर, कैन बुक योर
यस सर।
सेशंस. Okay. And guys, I'm sending the bank details form link again on the group. Please fill the bank details so that you'll get your reimbursements and the replenishment monies back. And just a heads up, it will take a minimum of 15 days to 15 days so that the amount will get credited in your accounts. Okay.
Okay, sir. No,
Hey, Akhilesh, I had a small query.
Hi,
Can we talk?
Aryan. Yes, yes, we can. Shivansh,
Right. So,
uh,
sorry.
expressions नहीं देना ना. Nothing, nothing. Just go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So, actually, I like need an idea from you. I
No,
need to talk
wait,
to
wait, wait,
someone.
wait, 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 wait.